Hey everyone, Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different than we've ever done before. I'm actually going to do something that I said I would never do, and I'm going to actually endorse some products. What I'm talking to you about today is a company called Nelco. Now, some of you probably recognize the Nelco name. Nelco has been around for quite a long time. I get a phone call from somebody who I hadn't talked to in about 8 or 9 years. Guy by the name of Bruce Caldwell. Now, Bruce I knew as the owner of a pole vault pole company called Essex. And he made the Essex Extreme pole vault poles. And Bruce had seen a video here on this channel and basically said, hey, I see in the video that you are actually demonstrating and holding up a Nelco Discus. Funny story, he said, Nelco is making a comeback. And as it turns out, Bruce, behind the scenes, had been working with Nelco to have them start producing some of their equipment again. And he came out with this new line of discuses that I'm going to talk about today. So these discuses, and yes, it's discuses, not disci. That's a whole different video for a whole different day. The biggest improvement that was made, in my opinion, were the plates. Now, the plates in these, normally when you should never take apart a discus, but normally when you take apart a discus or a discus breaks, and you can look on the inside of these plates, you see basically a bowl. It's like a flat plastic bowl. And that flat plastic bowl is going to be thinner and thinner and thinner depending on the rim weight. So if you have something that's like 90% rim weight or 85% rim weight, that side plate has to be super, super, super thin and it gets fragile. Well, what Nelco has done is they have actually produced side plates that have sort of a backbone to them. They have little fins and they have little ridges on the inside of this discus that make it a lot more, basically I want to say like damage proof, but we've thrown the heck out of these things for the past 5 months. They've hit football equipment, they've hit the cage, they're landing on a rocky surface, and not even a dent. They have taken a beating, and it's the plates on the inside that give that extra backbone, that give that extra toughness and rigidness to these plates without adding a lot of extra weight. The other cool thing about these discs is the way that the rim actually fits on, or the way that the plate actually fits on the rim. The rim itself doesn't stop right there. So it's not like the plate is just barely sitting on top of the rim. The rim actually kind of mushrooms inside the plate so that the plate is going to stick on there a heck of a lot better. Now what's that going to do? It's going to prevent the side plates from popping out as much as other discs do. There are some discuses where you throw them and then once that plate pops out, it's going to pop out every time. No matter how many times you pop it back in, it's going to pop back out. Now I'm not saying that these will never do that. Every discus you're throwing it and it's landing from 150 feet or whatever and slamming down on the ground. These things are not indestructible. But that's going to help to make sure that the plates stay on this rim a lot longer. The other really cool thing that Nelco has done is they've gotten rid of this idea of rim weight percentage. So I would always get these questions that say, well, I throw 40 meters, I throw 130 feet, I throw 150 feet. Should I use a 65% rim weight, a 75% rim weight, an 80% rim weight? What rim weight should I use? Like I said, Nelco has done away with rim weight and actually puts a meter rating, show it right there for you, a meter rating on the discus. So the biggest one I have is this gold rim, which is a 75 meter, 1.6 kilo discus that they had sent me to test out and to beat on a little bit. What Bruce over at Nelco USA has done, Bruce actually went to an engineering, like a testing facility, put these things in a computer simulation, and basically kind of based on the rim weight, how heavy the rim was in comparison to the rest of the Discus, release angles, airfoil kind of stuff. I mean, this was stuff that I don't even really understand. I've seen the printouts, I've seen the results. He was able to actually calculate and compute with the help of the other engineers and scientists that were at this facility that he was renting and using, exactly how far, kind of in a perfect world, how far these things would go. So the 65-meter Discus has the potential of going 65 meters. The 75-meter Discus has the potential of going 75 meters. The 70-meter Discus has a potential of going 70 meters. The boys' 65-meter Discus has the potential of going 65 meters. Now, in reality, what's the rim weight of a 65-meter Discus? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. My favorite thing, and this isn't even Discus related, it kind of is Discus related, but this is coaching related. My favorite thing is, look at this. They started making bags. This is actually a Discus bag. Down at the bottom, you have these little zipper pockets where you can put in a Discus. These things are so fun. Put in a Discus, and you can zipper the Discus in. So you can put, I keep all 4 Nelco discs right in this bag. They come in a bunch of different colors. Let's show you. We have ones at the gym that are red and black, like a neon green and black, a neon blue and black, this yellow and black, and I think there's an orange, like a neon orange and black. I love these because you put all of your Discuses down the bottom. Like I said, I store 4 Discuses in here. And then in here, this little zipper pocket has like a bag on the inside. And this is where you keep all of your your muddy towels. This is where you keep your wet and dirty shoes and socks if it's raining out. It's a dry pocket. And then in the top, right here, you have the inside stuff. So you can put other stuff, like dry stuff, inside of the bag. So it's a perfect bag for Discus throwers. The only products I've ever sold on my website were products that I created. My ebooks, my DVDs, my video analysis, my camps and clinics. That has been what I've always sold. For me to do something like this, to put another company's product on my website, on my baby, the thing that I have been working on for the past 7.5 years, for me to do that really, really shows just how special I think this company is. It really shows how excited I am. We have tested these so much over the past 5 months or so, actually 6 months at this point. We've thrown them every single week. I've had good throwers, I've had great throwers, I've had beginner throwers working with these discs, and they are the first choice when I bring my implements out to practice. People always grab the gold Discuses because they hold up, they feel good, they fly well, but the athletes know, hey, this one says 65 meters, I'm gonna grab that. This one says 70 meters, I'm gonna grab that. They automatically go for that yellow bag. They unzip the pouches at the bottom. They take out the Nelco discs. Make sure, guys, I cannot stress enough that Nelco USA is back. The prices are phenomenal. They are dirt cheap. Something like this Discus here, you probably would think would be maybe 150 to 175 bucks. It's like half of that. So make sure, guys, go to EliteThrowsCoaching.com. That's my website. We are selling the Nelco products. They are going to be available on the website very soon. There is a brand new EliteThrowsCoaching.com that is launching that's going to have everything up there. It is going to have our blog, camps, clinics, ebooks, DVDs, online coaching, video analysis, and Nelco products. So make sure, guys, go check that out, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and I will talk to you guys real soon.